which right now, my discipline and greed, I haven't even gone through fear, anger, or confidence yet. I probably got overconfident, which made my discipline lack. So I got lazy. I stopped doing TA. And then my greed was high because I was used to being in profit and I was used to making money. And now all of a sudden, when my discipline dropped, my TA dropped, my intuition worked for a little bit. And then I started losing my intuition with the market because I'm not doing TA. And therefore, since my greed was so high, since I had been doing so well, my intuition is dropping. And then I start losing, and I have a problem with losing. I know that that's a personality problem. See the spiral? All right, all right. Let's go ahead and let's talk about losing, okay? And the reason why I want to talk about losing is because that's what I've been doing lately. Like, for real, I've just been getting wrecked every time I jump into the market. And this is not the first time, right? I actually reached out to a friend of mine and told him, like, man, I feel like I've regressed 2 or 3 years in just a couple of months. Just like slid back, went from, making pretty, pretty good consistent profits and happy with my performance. And, just started getting obliterated. So let's talk about that, right? Like, what do I do? Okay. I have my trading journey. I work hard. I get somewhere. I find success. I live in that success for a while. And then I start failing again. What does that mean? Like, how do you deal with that? All right. So I've actually been here before. It's not the end of the world, right? Everybody goes through stuff. Okay. The reason why I like prop firms, the way I use them, is because I'm really at like a break even, right, for the past few months. But if I had been trading my personal money, I wouldn't be at a break even. Okay, let's just be real about that. All right. So prop firms used right can actually be beneficial, but you definitely need to have a plan. You definitely need to understand how to use them because they are a casino. And if you have like a gambling problem, not the way to go. Right, you'll end up resetting, and you'll just end up like blowing money. Okay. I haven't had any resets last month. Haven't had any this month, which we're not that far into this month. And even the previous month, there was only like one or two. So over the past, these 3 months, 2.5 months, maybe 3 or 4 resets spread out. Okay. And that includes the monthly one, right? So keep that down to a minimal, and then, some profits to cover that, right? But not enough to be like, yeah, I made money. So I wanted to first take a step back and be like, okay, so what am I doing? Okay. And one of the first things I noticed, let's legit go over this. And guys, if you're struggling, this is honestly a way you can figure it out on your own as well, right? One of the first things I noticed, I was not putting in the hard work. Okay. I was not putting in the hard work. So let's not putting in the hard work, flat out. Okay, I really wasn't doing a whole lot of TA. I was relying on intuition, and the problem is that intuition sometimes it works. Okay, I've kind of developed a pretty decent intuition into the market. Okay, that backfired because I got lazy. All right, so what am I going to do about that? Okay, I think that that's a pretty easy fix. Now that I've really admitted that to myself, I have been super busy with other stuff, but it doesn't matter. If you don't put in the hard work, you don't get to reap the fields. If you don't plant seed, it don't grow. All right. So I'm gonna get back into doing my TA like normal, right? Daily, weekly, 4 hour. Even though I really only trade the 1 hour, 15 minute, 3 minute, I still should always do the weekly, daily 4 hour. So that way I'm aware of those levels. Okay. I'm aware of liquidity on those time frames, and I'm aware, fair value gaps, highs and lows, things like that. Because guess what? There's a lot of data there. There's a lot of liquidity potentially at daily, weekly. And if I hadn't been paying attention to those, I'm like, whoa, why are we reversing? I thought we were going to continue short. Oh, we hit a daily low. Okay, things like that, right? So I gotta put in the hard work. Okay. Number two. Okay, I started here. Let me show you. Let me show you. All right. Let's drop this here. Boom. All right, this is my man right here, Jared Tendler. Okay, he has go buy his book. All right, If you don't have his book, I have the ebook, okay? Because I like audiobooks. If you don't have his book, The Mental Game of Trading, you need to get it, okay? Not the first time I've read this book, and this is not the first time this book is going to bring me out of a hard season, okay? This book is amazing. If you want to understand psychology of trading for real, in my opinion, it's this book right here, okay? Other than living it, all right? And I have lived it all. Okay, so you can come here to his website, and he has some free intuition book, and he has some free worksheets. And actually, yes, I've bought his book, and I've been in a few, like actually a lot of his seminars and stuff. And so, yeah, so kind of what I'm recommending to you guys is like maybe 20, 30 bucks and some free worksheets. Okay, I'm going to be going through those worksheets. Okay, you ready? Here it comes. Let's talk about this. This is me being very open and honest, guys, like legit. Okay. So there is a greed index, right? Or a greed meter. Okay. When you start reading through his book, he helps you understand where you're at on your level of greed. Okay. The first time I went through his book, man, my level of greed was like 2 out of 10. It was pretty low. I mean, it was still enough to maybe even a 3. It was still enough to pay attention, because it's like, wow, if I can get that down to a 1 or 0, I'll even, like I'll be making that much less of greedy decisions, right? And when I went back through, okay, greed wasn't my problem last time. Now, dude, I'm like a 9.5 out of 10 on the greed scale. Like everything, I was like reading, and it's like, oh, if you're having these kind of thoughts, and if you're thinking this, or if you're saying this to yourself, if you're saying that, and he like went through a whole list of things to kind of help you understand, like how you might be processing, day trading. I was like, dude, I am greedy. My greed is off the charts. That's not what I expected. It kind of took me off surprise, because I'm like, what? But it was my greed, man. It was like, and really as I read deeper, it was like my, what am I thinking? Like motivation, right? Like my drive was so high that it was pushing me into extreme greed. Okay. And so what happens when you when you have that kind of level of greed or fear or whatever, right? That's what happens. Okay. You start going on tilt. I hadn't really dealt with tilt in a long time, right? But I have like smoked accounts. I had an account that was like $400 away from being funded, and I smoked it. Guys, I haven't done that in a long time. Really? Like, I mean, when I closed it, I was like, I didn't know what to say. I mean, I wasn't even angry, honestly. Okay, 50 bucks, I didn't care, okay? I was not upset about the 50 bucks. But I mean, I was like, did I really just go on tilt and blow like $2,600 worth of profits? Like, I was just about to be funded again on the Express Funded. I was like, did I really just do that? And I had a funded account that was up like 3K. I was just a few days from pulling a payout. For me in the past, like that was a breeze. I was like, I just have a smile. I would trade, I would even trade less contracts, just even lower the stress more, just to like coast through. I blew that. I mean, I didn't blow it all at once. That one I didn't blow all at once. The other one I did. But I was starting to journal, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's happening to my trading? And, it just got to the point where it was like, and then I would do good again. Like I would pull myself back, and I'm like, okay, I've been here before. And I would start to move forward, and then I would just get obliterated again. I'm like, what is going on? So after like moving through, and honestly, sometimes I would revenge trade, and the problem is, the other day I actually had a revenge trade. Like I was, let's see, max drawdown was 2,000, and I was right at 2,000, right, or not quite, like $1,600 in the negative, and I took 2 trades, and I was like up 500. I was like, okay, good, all right, cool. Next day came in, just like killed it, and like did really well. The next day came in, and I'm telling you, I just went on tilt again and like lost it. I'm like, what is going on? So I share this part of my trading journey with you guys because I want to encourage you that once you find success, it's not going to always be there every day, every week, every month, right? But there's a way out of it, right? There are things you can do to dig yourself out. This is not the first time I've fallen back in the ditch and I need to like get up, dust off, and get back on the road. Okay, so though I'm like a little like, like right at Christmas time, really, you gotta like, whatever. Doesn't matter, even though I'm a little like, dang, it's okay. Like I know I could dig myself out. I've been here before. So one of the things I'm going to be doing to handle this, okay, is I am going back through The Best Loser Wins, okay, by Tom Hogarth, okay. It's just such a good book, all right, and it's true. The best loser wins. And I know another part of my problem, just because of my trading journey, and I've been doing this for a very long time, is I don't like losing. Okay, that's why I tend to stick to higher win rate strategies and stuff. But yeah, it shouldn't matter. You got to be a good loser to be in this game, because even the best traders go on losing streaks, and you don't want to go on a losing streak and then go on tilt. Okay, because if I had been on tilt on like my personal account, I'm a little worried about what I would have done. But that's why I've learned over the years to pull payouts and pay myself. Technically, I am still way in profit. Like way in profit. I've just had a really crappy couple months, and I'm going to work through it. So, what am I doing? Best loser wins. Okay, I've been through it before. This is actually a workbook I picked up. It was on Amazon. It's just going to be like a little journal, go through, and I read a chapter and I answer some questions in here. And that's just something I've assigned myself to kind of bring myself back into the right mind frame. Okay. All right. Number two. And these are not in any order of importance. Okay. These are all assigned to me and they're all equally important. Jared Tendler. Okay. I'm going to go back into his seminars and stuff. Okay. Just to hear him, just to be around that talk, just to even hear other traders share stories like mine, and then hear his response to them, right? And then also I'll be able to have conversation with him to be like, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. I've been trading for years. I was in profit for years, and then now I've fallen off, the bandwagon, and and he may even assign something else to me, which I will gladly do. Okay. The other thing is that I'm actually reading, which is the same thing really. Excuse me. Is I'm going to be reading The Mental Game of Trading again, which I've already started. Okay. So that's another thing that I've assigned to myself. So there we go. See, what I like about his book is it actually is a system. It's a system for solving problems with greed, fear, anger, confidence, and discipline. Which right now, my discipline and greed, I haven't even gone through fear, anger, or confidence yet. I probably got overconfident, which made my discipline lack, so I got lazy. I stopped doing TA, and then my greed was high because I was used to being in profit and I was used to making money. And now all of a sudden, when my discipline dropped, my TA dropped, my intuition worked for a little bit, and then I started losing my intuition with the market because I'm not doing TA. And therefore, since my greed was so high, since I had been doing so well, my intuition is dropping, and then I start losing. And I have a problem with losing. I know that that's a personality problem. See the spiral? I guarantee. I don't know that's how it happened. I'm thinking that's how it happened. But I will be figuring that out as I go through this, okay? Number 3, okay? Number 3. So let me right here. Boop, boop, boop. Let's do this. Bang. Okay. I'm going to be getting back into Jesse's Discord. Like I'm in there, and I communicate and I talk and I use the resources and stuff, but I'm really going to be jumping back into this, with my habit tracker, my trade journal. So I'll be able to share my trades with people and, with the coaches, and I'll get feedback, from Jesse, from Ethan, from all these guys, Hunter, and I'll be able to, get actual direct feedback. So that way, if I do go on tilt, they're going to know. Right? It's going to be obvious because it's going to be like, oh, that was a nice setup that lost. What are all these trades right after? There's no setup here. Why do you have 4 trades? Well, because I went on tilt. That's accountability, okay? In my opinion, guys, this is my opinion. I don't care who you are. You need this kind of accountability. That's why I actually have a Discord. Okay. And I have a Discord that's designed around this kind of stuff. It's maybe not like some crazy, mentorship like Jesse's running, but we have like-minded traders in there. We live trade with each other. We share setups, and we try to hold each other accountable to this kind of stuff, right? And that's what it's designed for. And plus, since I've kind of been here, done that, I'm able to help other people see this too, where I'm like, hey, I see you're going on tilt quite a bit. You might want to look at the mental game of trading, spend some time in there, DM me, in the live trading, let's talk about it, whatever. So, so I will be digging back into Jesse's resources and, getting some accountability there. And that's what I'm going to do. And to me, that is what is going to set me up for success. All right. So let's go back to this and let's grab this, and then let's go ahead and wrap up this video here. And just like that. So what am I doing? Okay. I have a few books to read. Okay. I'm going to read. All right. I'm not going to type all this. The Mental Game of Trading and The Best Loser Wins. These are books I've already read. Best Loser Wins, I think I've already read twice in my trading career. Mental Game of Trading, I went through once, like full solid. And then I did certain profiles on myself based on his system. Really helped. Okay. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be in Jesse's Discord more, right? Because I got lazy, right? Like, sometimes when you find success, you just want to let the wind blow in your sails, man, and be like, this is nice, like, yeah, I'm making money. It's not that hard anymore. And I think I just kicked my feet up a little too much, and maybe even like the wind changed directions and I didn't touch my sails, and then I lost momentum and whatever. So I kind of shared, I really think that's what happened, the spiral that I did. But it's all good. I just want to get this. It's important to me to get this back on track. Like this income actually means something to me, right? Losing it didn't kill me. I don't have to trade. I have other streams of income, but man, like it's important, right? Plus I really want to be successful at this. And how am I going to do that? It's not by being lazy. Okay. So I'm going to be on Jesse's Discord, and I'm going to be doing TA. Okay. I need to be doing my TA. I need to be focusing on the market 1,000-foot view, right? Because like I said, I'm kind of an intraday scalper, right? So I trade the 1 hour, 15-minute, 3-minute. If you watch my videos, you know exactly what I do. And honestly, if I would follow my own videos, I would have been profitable the past few months. But that's okay, because I was dealing with stuff internally that I need help with. And that is my greed index, obviously. Seriously, guys, when I read the greed profile or with the greed index or whatever, I was like, I was shocked that I like checked every single box. I was like, wow. And how did I not see that coming? That's okay. We're going to get through it. So I'm going to post some videos as I go through this process. I don't know how long this takes. The last time I think it took me 3 or 4 months to get pulled out. I'm hoping this time it'll be less, but it doesn't matter because it's worth the hard work. Okay. So I'm going to be doing the hard work. I'm going to be getting the accountability and the coaching from Jesse's Discord. That is just the smart trading blueprint, just in case anybody had a question about that. And then the books I'm going to be reading is the Best Loser Wins and the Mental Game of Trading. So drop a comment down below if you guys have ever dealt with this kind of stuff. Let me know I'm not alone. If you can fix me with a comment that'll just point me in the right direction, hey, feel free to drop it below. If there's another resource that you guys think would be helpful, I'm willing to look at other resources. I am extremely confident in the resources that I have. Jesse's community is absolutely amazing. The coaches, the live sessions, Jared Tendler's in there teaching. There are so many resources in his community. I'm stoked about that. I've got Jared Tendler. I've got his system and I know how to use it. I'm going to get that done. And also, I mean, for me personally, I'm gonna devote some prayer to this, right? So I'm a believer. I walk with Christ, and I'll be praying about it. And I know that He's there. I know that I'll hear something in response, and it's probably gonna be, stop being greedy. Don't be so greedy. All right, guys. Hope this video has been helpful. And actually, if you know somebody who's having trouble with trading, maybe share this video. Yeah, this is me saying that I'm a losing trader right now. That's okay. Share the video anyway, because I really think that this would be helpful, and that maybe if they do a process that is similar to this, it'll really help them, and that's what this is about. So all right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.